well.
We are live.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey. That looks good. That looks good.
Is that better? Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
We're kind of setting up. Hi to the people that said hi before we even went on. So everybody keeping warm. I hope everybody's keeping warm. I have to stop watching the news. Everybody's freezing.
What's it saying? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Still cold.
This is always like some terrible story. I don't know.
Well, I never did this before, but I went and I ordered 3 decks of Oracle cards about 30 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah?
I know, because I have wisdom of the Oracle or whatever it is. And I, use that. That's pretty good. I've used some in the past that were so scary, I stopped using. I mean,
Yeah,
really,
you were telling me about
scary.
those.
And then, so anyway, I don't know. I was looking at Erica Burt's cards that she had, and I really thought they were really neat. So I ordered that, like the Goddess of Love or whatever it is. And then I got Moonology, which everybody loves, because I thought that'd be kind of fun when we do, have a new moon or full moon or something.
I have a mini version of the Moonology.
Then I wanted to do angels. I got angels and ancestors.
Okay.
Hi, Erica. I was just talking about you. That I got, recommended the deck that you have. I really like that. So, I use ancestors in my stuff. I don't know if you do. I only use them if I'm up against something really bad.
When you say ancestors, you mean like
all of the dead people in your family and spirits.
I mean, people have different, ways they. I was just making sure. I was just wondering what you were referring to.
Yeah, when I need a grandma take care of something or take something out, but when we're going and when I'm working on something like a really dark portal or something like that, then I get all the help you can, and so I really like to use them, but I should use them a little bit more. But when I really need something, and especially you're facing a really dark entity or something, I like to have a grandma with me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about you, but I had a badass grandma. I've got her with her guns. I got photos.
Grandma, it was pretty awesome. She actually have. I can't reach it right now, but I have this little. I found it the other day. I don't know. There's been like stuff moving around the house, like some noises and stuff, and then I got this feeling like, oh, it's just my grandma or something. But and then right after that, I found a little porcelain. It's like a little pot, and on a piece of masking tape, it's written, to Matthew from Grandmom, and she had the date, and it's so interesting. I was like, I didn't know about that. Why haven't my parents told me about this? It was so, I didn't even know I had it. It's really interesting.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this comment from Norma. Here we go. You two have such awesome personalities.
Oh, thank you, Norma.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna get into this today.
We have to do Monday. D. D is here.
Hi, D. Yes, you're first, D. You're first today. Mm-hmm. It is Mystery Monday, guys. So that means we are uncovering the mysteries. Essentially, you can get a reading. You can also ask the pendulum a yes or no question. And we're going to be rolling the dice. And D, I told you I would do a reading for you today. So I will do a tarot reading for you first. But just give me a moment.
Tonight, you guys can ask for 3 months. If I've already done a 3-month reading for you, please don't ask it. Do something else. And also, if you want an angel oracle reading, then just post a number from 1 to 999. And then I also have my tarot cards, and I also have some Endora's oracle cards. So we have different things that we can do. And I'm going to just go down. Please share the show. Let's get a bunch of people in here. All right. Hi, Kylie. Okay, Dee's happy. She's got the little prayer hands. Thank you, Matty Tarot. She's
Okay.
got little prayer hands up for her. Okay, there she goes.
I don't know why this does this to me. This computer doesn't like to. I literally save all the stuff, and then it's like, we're logging you out anyway. So.
Oh, well, it's okay. We'll wait for you. I'm reading everybody's stuff. Hi, Angela. Shati's here. We love our repeat offenders. Melissa, hi. I'm going down it. Hi, Carlos. How are you? I have to talk to you, Carlos. I'll message you later. Nakomi? Is that your name? I love that. Oh, Kim has picked a number. I'll get to you at some point. And I'm going backwards now. Hi, love. Hi, Kim. We weren't sure about being on today because it's, a holiday. And him, I got to go that way. He couldn't wait to be on. So we are here. Me too. Me too. It's been a busy day. What can I say? Okay. Please post your questions, you guys, or number.
I am ready. I so apologize. Okay. Here we go. All right, D, you are first. Let me get my cards. Turn that back on. All righty. All right, Debbie. Well, how was your weekend, Debbie?
Busy.
Yeah.
It just is. I'm trying to get a book out. Hedgehog Hall, you guys. It's a little horror, novel, and chock full of fun.
A horror novel?
Horror.
Oh, okay.
Vampires, werewolves, chupacabra.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I had this recurring.
Okay. I gotta out Carlos. I'm sorry. Carlos, I offered to have him be in this book, and Carlos gave me a character that I was not planning on putting in, but we made it work, Carlos. We made it work. So we're hoping to get proofs this week, got ordered, and then the long part, editing and punctuation, all that stuff. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Maddie?
No, that sounds fun. I was saying I had this recurring nightmare one time, and it was so weird. It was like, it's like recurring dream, right? But like this was a recurring nightmare, and it was so odd. It was like every time it would happen, I would know what was going to happen as depending on how far I made it into the nightmare, because it was literally recurring. And so I'd be like, I already know what's going to happen. And then, but I couldn't get out of it. It was so weird. But I was at a carnival, and it was like everyone was having fun. It was like Oktoberfest or something. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, witches and vampires and werewolves and little gremlins all like come out of like the woodworks and just start literally off unaliving everybody. And I'm like, it's like really scary. It turns very dark very quickly, and I was like, and then I run, and then it was just crazy. But it kept happening, and I was like, I don't want to do this again.
Carnival, no. And you were like in Groundhog Day.
And it ended really weird. I'm sorry.
I don't remember my dreams. I don't. But guess what? I
What?
got up at 5, went back to sleep, and I woke up and I go, I remember my dreams. I never do. And I
Oh,
had to
that's cool.
laugh. Yeah, I dreamt I was shopping in a thrift store, which is what I love to do, and I do all the time. And I was like, I'm having withdrawals because I really haven't been doing that lately. But yeah, it's funny.
That's
You
hilarious.
guys, any dreams, any weird dreams? Tell us your weird dreams and we'll put it up.
Well,
We'll
here's the weirdest
post.
part of that. The weirdest part of that recurring nightmare is the way it ended. So I finally got to the end, and it was my ex showed up, but they were a woman now, and it was just so odd. They were like, I was just like, what does that mean? It was so weird.
The first thing that goes is, was he pretty? I don't know why.
I mean, it was a
I got
totally
like,
different. They were
I
a
want
totally
to
different
know.
person. They were a totally different
Yeah.
person. So I was just like,
No.
but like, I also like wasn't in any way still interested in my ex, but like, it was
Yeah.
just such a weird end to the nightmare. I was like, why was that part of it? It was so odd. I
Yeah.
was just very confused. I never understood what it meant.
I have a friend who's a dream interpreter, and she is on Psychic Fixes once in a while. She posts, something. But Tisha, Lady T, oh my gosh, she's so good.
Lady
But
T.
no, Lady T.
Lady
But
T.
anyway,
Take a look. All right, D, I'm ready. So, D, you are doing your best right now to balance yourself, find harmony, keep the peace, kind of just like taking it easy, taking it one step at a time, but you keep it moving. You're keeping yourself on the move. You're in, how do you say, you're involved in many activities at this time. Maybe not like necessarily anything structured, but you go see friends, or you talk on the phone, or whatever it is, you're keeping your mind busy right now. And I think it's because you feel a little stuck about some situation that it's very emotional, or you have a lot of emotion tied to it. I don't think you outwardly express this much. You tried, um, but I'm not sure what happened there. There's something you want to continue to give, but you kind of just feel like it's not gonna garner the results you want. You're being asked to heal at this time, to take rest, to there's some sort of mental loop you're doing in your mind. You're telling yourself something, and it brings you back to square one. And you tell yourself, it's interesting. You tell yourself, I'm not going to do this anymore. And then all of a sudden, you find yourself back, and you're like, I'm literally doing it. And you're like, how did I said I wasn't going to do this. And that's a great indicator that your subconscious mind is the one at play here. So a lot of times we don't realize that our subconscious mind is the one running the show, and it literally has to relate to the world, and in order to make sense of everything, whatever it wills, it will come to fruition. So when we have a negative self-image, or we have an idea about a relationship or a person, these things come to pass. Actually, I want to share. Debbie, tell me, can you hear me when I go off the screen like this? Can you still hear me?
no, I'm not hearing anything.
You're not able to hear me? Darn. Hold on one second. Hold on. I'll be right back.
What I'm going to do Love next, and Love, I'm going to, after he's finished, answer your question on career and motivation. And I'm using Oracle cards too. So you're going to get 13 cards and 2 Oracle cards. I think Matty will be right in. and then he can do his
So sorry
magic.
about that.
It's okay.
So I wanted to share this, and I had to send it to my email since it won't let me read it because it was on my phone. But give me a second. This is a really interesting poem I had found over the weekend, and I wanted to share. Okay, here we go. So, D, it says, we were given a mind that molds and makes, alike in his image, with some give or take. And the tool of thought is to shape what we will, whether it's 100 joys or 10,000 ills. And if you've ever pondered why the sky is so blue, why haven't you wondered how this remains true? That we think in secret, yet it all comes to pass. My dear, don't you see it? Life is just a looking glass. So that is a great little poem that it says exactly what I'm saying, that your subconscious mind, there's a lot going on in there. And think of it this way. This is the thunder. I'm sorry. This is the lightning. What's going on in here? And the world and reality and all the people in it and everything that's happening is the thunder. So it's the same thing. The lightning, the thunder comes after the lightning. It just takes a little time for reality to catch up, but whatever's going on in here is happening out here. So it's input, output, input, output, input, output. It's that simple. So you got to address this pattern of isolation, feeling trapped, feeling like you don't have the authority or you don't have the ability or the capacity. So you're being asked to ground yourself right now, be with nature. This definitely has to do with love. It says lovers. There's love all around you, D. You have people that love you. There's family love, there's friendship love, there's love of animals, nature. So you're being asked to really address your healing, go out in nature, ground yourself, address these thought patterns that are keeping you down, and keep in mind that you will get the recognition that you deserve once you start to do that. But whoever you're thinking about right now, it's not worth your time. Okay. So I hope that helped. That's all I have for you today.
Thank you. Oh, I love we have poem time. I love that. We need to do that. Love. Okay, I already have cards down for you. I know you're asking about career and that you feel a bit down and having problems with motivation and all of that. So this is what I have for you. Definitely you're going to have a shift, but let me tell you what's coming. For you, I really do get the card of challenge, hard to go forward, don't want to go backwards, you're kind of hanging in there. But I'm telling you that you're going to go on a healing path, okay, and go in the right direction. But you have some stuff coming in. You in the future will have a lot of big decisions to make. So make sure that you're setting yourself up for success now in dealing with your other side, your spirit guides, and the archangels. I do get a little stuck, not seeing clearly in the past. And so we have this stuff of like, well, I got to sit on the money or I have to watch the money. And then you have the hangman card. What I have as an intention on that card is the card of destiny, meaning time to work on your soul contract that you made before you even came into this lifetime. And so I asked, I tend to ask, even so once in a while they won't tell me. But I did get that what the soul contract thing is about is you going after everything that you want and wealth and love and everything. I see there's going to be a big break, as in quitting something, really severing ties, and a lot on you. Okay, so this is what I think is what I can see is coming in. I also get a man that has a money theme on your path in this soul contract. I also feel like there's going to be a sense of a loss or grief with this. So we know that this is hard and this energy is just building up now. We do have an ambitious male as well, but this kind of seals the deal. The last card is my card of having something built up and moving away from it, because you need this big change, because your future lies in a different direction and you need to leave it. And I see it. We're severing ties. We're done. We're over. It's better for you. And so this is what's happening. The motivation and all that, and feeling down, it's because something's coming and you feel it. And so I feel like it's going to be positive for you no matter what you're going through. I really feel like if you want that fight for everything that you want, your happily ever after and money and all of that, you do have to make this break. And that's what I have for you. You know
That
what? You can raise your vibrations and all that, love. But when you get this Hangman card, the card of destiny, you can do everything that you want to and manifest. Sometimes you have to go through this to get the right outcome. Okay. And that's what I have for you.
was lovely. All right, so I picked Kate Sheehan at 6:44 p.m. It says, first time here in a long time. Happy New Year.
Okay.
Would love any message. A lot of closures happening. Kate Sheehan.
There we go.
All right, Kate. You are working on a whole new self-image in the way you view yourself in your, in your mind's eye. So self-esteem, essentially. The moon here shows it's a very emotional time for you. You're lifting the veil, though. You're seeing yourself more clearly. You're seeing your patterns more clearly. You're seeing other situations more clearly. I always say the moon is like, imagine an alleyway at night and it's all dark and scary. But that same alleyway during the day, you cut through it to get, over to the store on the other block. And it's not scary during the day. It's the same alleyway. So the moon has this like veil of darkness, of like kind of shadowy unknowns that seem scary. But fear is just false evidence appearing real. So fear is, it's this stuff we take and we amplify it and make it into something that it's not actually. And we kind of hand our power away and feel like we can't overcome certain things due to our fears. Now, I will say that this is regarding a heartbreak. There was some sort of abandonment here. Maybe an abandonment wound was triggered. Maybe you felt like this person didn't show up for you in the way you needed them to, or they possibly even just walked away from this situation. But that was really hard on you. You've been really doing a lot of how do you say, introspection, though, and internal work to address that wound. You have stepped outside of your comfort zone. You're moving forward. You're manifesting new things into your life. You're seeing hope again. Hope's on the horizon, and you do feel that coming. However, the Nine of Wands is here, and that's like a little iffy. So you have hope, but you also are a little scared moving forward. So you're inching forward. You're taking your time, but here is the important part that you need to know: truth and clarity. So the Ace of Swords here, truth and clarity has come through. You've had some sort of epiphany, some sort of understanding regarding this love situation, the Two of Cups, regarding this relationship. I think you look back, or you're going to look back if you're not already, and saying like that wasn't love, that was attachment. That was some sort of attachment I had, which I thought was love. I mistook it for love. And it's not to say you didn't have genuine love for this person, because you truly did, but you'll realize that love is not supposed to be a sacrifice that is painful. I mean, we do make sacrifices for our love. But again, it's about it. It's not, it has to be harmonious. It has to be, you know, between the two, something communicated, something that is conducive to a healthy relationship that will thrive. And that just wasn't this. But know that this was supposed to happen this way. And I know that sounds so messed up to say, but what you can think of it this way. You would have never came to the realizations that you have had about yourself and the way you see yourself, like I was saying, your self-image. You wouldn't have came to those realizations if you weren't poked and prodded and knocked down in such a way. It took that for you to kind of go, oh, I haven't been showing up for myself in this area of my life all this time, and I didn't even realize it. And like I'm over that happening, and from now on I'm going to show up for me. So keep that in mind. This proved valuable to you. You can rely on friends right now, so you need to soften and open, be vulnerable, talk to a friend. Excuse me. But there's abundance coming. You're getting back up on your feet, like I was saying. So the Empress is here. What you don't see coming is the beautiful Empress energy. She is beauty, she is art, she's creator of worlds, she's you know, she's motherly figure, fertile. You know, this is essentially you becoming your best self, and you're on the path. I'm not saying you're exactly there yet. Well, you're always your best self, but what I mean is you're a whole new outlook on when you look in the mirror and actually being happy with who you are. Okay, so I rolled the dice for you, and that's what I'll leave you with here. So you've got the let's see, what is this one? Jupiter. Jupiter pertains to luck, good fortune, what propels you forward, monetary value, and prosperous event. So the Wheel of Fortune, this is your destiny. Again, Jupiter is good luck as well. So there's some sort of good luck coming for you. And then you've got Capricorn here. It says, business as usual, productive, weathering the storm, call to duty, overprotective. You may think that something is, it's mundane. It's just, this is the day in and day out, and I just keep going through the motions, but something's coming that's going to surprise you, okay? And it has to do and relate to your 10th house, which is, represents your accomplishments or investments, your job and assets, your relationships to others, and your reputation. So, I mean, it's essentially just affirming everything that I was just saying. So that is all I have for you today. Hope it helped.
Oh, that was nice. Okay. Love, I forgot your oracle card. So quickly, you got the black cat and you got the earth. Okay. So the earth is, well, the first one said that your luck will soon change. That's the black cat. The earth said utilize logic, reason, and common sense while you go through this. Okay. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to be doing Kim, and Kim, you put an angel number down, plus I have your answer with the oracle cards. So let's show that. All right. So you chose 33. And so I'm going to read that to you. And then I pulled 2 oracle cards that give you the answer to what this says. It's amazing. You have a strong and clear connection with one or more ascended masters who have answered your call and your prayers. Keep talking to them as they're helping you with your present situation. So what you got was the Raven. I love these cards. They're kind of neat. And then the Hand of Fate. So I'm going to read it to you, Kim. Now, remember, it says that you're connected to one or more of the ascended masters now to help you. This says darkness looms on the horizon. So definitely if there's kind of darker things or negative energy coming in, if you feel that, it says forces beyond your control intervene. So who are the forces? The ascended masters that we were talking about with your angel card. So if anything's going on that's a little negative or a little dark, or a situation, something in the house, you have help. They heard your call, and this says if anything dark, they're going to take care of it. Okay, and that's what I have for you.
Okay, I was sorry. I was asking for Nia Anderson. It says, should she fix her truck up or get a new one? Nia, it's at 6:58. Debbie, Nia, it says the pendulum says, if you want to put the comment down, Debbie, I can show again.
Oh, okay.
The pendulum says that you should get a new one. You should just get a new vehicle. And I'll show you. So left to right is no, and forward, front and back is yes. Let me stop moving it though. Hold on. Should Nia, see, it's already saying no because I'm thinking about it. Should Nia Anderson fix her truck and make the repairs? Should she just invest in a new vehicle? Look at that. There you go. So just put the money into a new one. It's not worth it's just going to continue to, the problem is going to be reoccurring. So okay, let's see. Lisa King, you want to do Lisa King, Debbie, or you want?
I want to do Kylie.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
And then I'll do Lisa King after.
Okay, let me find her. She said she's new. I have to go find everybody. Sorry. Kylie has a number. Oh, there's two different Kylie spelled differently. Interesting. 3-month reading. First time here. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and grab some cards. All right. I'm just going to get your energy right now. Okay, 3-month reading. Okay, I'm going to pick them out right now for you, Kylie. We also have to remind everyone to go to YouTube and subscribe, please.
Oh, yes.
Matty Tarot.
Yes, please subscribe to my channel, YouTube at Matty Tarot, and Psychic Fixes, Debbie. Subscribe to her as well. And watch our show. It's every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're here doing free readings. And donations and tips are encouraged and appreciated, but at the end of the day, they are free. So,
right. There's live links in the description. Okay, Kylie, the first card down for you is somebody that's coming in, or maybe somebody you already know. I get a very strong man here, a leader, but I get that his whole thing about this lifetime is money. Okay. I also get this energy of just kind of either education or doing a job. The energy over you is that it's nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. I get some love coming in the future for you. So past March, sometime, a little bit of romance there. I do feel like that you have an idea that can make some money. I think you have something already that I hope you know about it, or that's going to surface that is a way of making money. And I feel like it's really good. It takes a long time to make that money, but I feel like you've got something. So for this month, we're going to still be January. I do feel like you finding your strength and being strong. If not, I need you to face your fears. I feel like you don't quite trust what's coming ahead. And so that is a little bit of a waste of time. So manifest, write down your goals, and you'll know what's ahead for you because you're manifesting for that. So for February, I do really love the very beginning of it. Going after your desires and your goals and making things really good. I feel like it's a very, very good the first 2 weeks of February. Mid to end of February comes with, do you want this? Here, do you want this? So I feel like there's an offer that's almost like crisscross applesauce. I don't know if I want it. Um, I actually don't see you taking it. I feel like that you are just kind of putting a little block there to take more time to think of it. I would probably just know that if you get something and you're unsure, don't take it. All right. Um, in March, I feel like you're going to have a lot on you. Like, this is a lot. I'm busy. I've got so much going on in March. Mid to end of March, here we have this wait. We're still waiting. I feel like we're still waiting on this offer to make a decision to do something with it. So again, wasted time. Go ahead and deal with it. Ask, do an affirmation. Make some little thing up where that you can say and put it out to universe. Let me make the decision. Let it be the right one and bring in prosperity and everything that I want. So start bringing that in because this is kind of a waste of time here. And that's what I have for you.
That was lovely. Okay. I've got Lisa King. Could I have a guided reading for my path, please? It's at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And Anita Songkar, I will be doing you next.
Okay.
And Debbie is going to pick another person right now. Okay. Lisa King. Hi, Lisa. Let's see. The theme of your life right now is giving. It's giving, yes. No, I'm kidding. I don't know if you've ever heard that. It's like, anyway. Okay, so the theme of your life is giving. You need to give part of yourself. And I know you probably feel like you have nothing to give. Or you feel like you've given it to something and it just hasn't, you're wondering why you did that. But that's not what you're supposed to be giving. What you need to do is, there's some sort of, how do I say? The message here is that don't let negative situations or unpleasant situations or pain close you off from being that giving person that you are. That loving, giving person. Don't let the world turn you into a cold-hearted person. We sometimes, especially if we have a big giving open heart, sometimes we will beat ourselves up for being so, we'll say, I'm so stupid, I'm so naive, I'm so why do I do that, why do I have to feel all this and blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. Here's what is actually, because it's actually your strength. Your big giving heart is your power, is your strength and your power. And think about it. There's so many cold-hearted people in this world who are just, they're closed off. They don't want anything. They're lonely. They put walls up. They're angry. They wake up angry. You don't want to be that. Think about on the other side of the spectrum. It's like, you'd rather have a big open heart than to have a closed off cold heart. I mean, those people aren't happy. No matter how much they want to fake it and be nonchalant about being a brick wall with no emotions. Like, so what I'm trying to say is, it's your strength, and you should actually recognize that you have had the courage. It takes a tremendous amount of courage to have gone through something like very painful that you went through, and then you still went and gave your heart as if, you know, you're willing to work through things. You're willing to look past, you know, conflicts that have happened and work through and see a solution out to the end. Now, the part where you go wrong is that you do this a little too much to your own demise, to where it's no longer respectful for yourself. So that's where you learn discernment. But it still is a strength of yours, because I'll tell you, it's a lot easier to stop giving so much than it is to be on the side where you're closed off and have to learn how to open up and start to give. That's a lot harder of a journey than it is to kind of step back and learn how to not give so much of yourself. So just keep that in mind. Your intuition right now is telling you that you have come to a stalemate. You know this. You've come to a stalemate with a situation that you keep pouring into, and it just doesn't. You know it deep down, so you got to accept that. And your challenge, though, is the transformation that is required for you to let go of that. That's the challenge you're having. But your advice is the Ten of Swords is to. I don't want to say it like this because you didn't fail and it's not a defeat, but the Ten of Swords literally means defeat. But what I'm getting here is that you have to just accept that because you know it's not going anywhere. You've reached a stalemate. You've hit a wall. The transformation, like I said, that's required is hard, and that's why you're holding on still. But you just got to cut your losses and keep it pushing. And I know way easier said than done, right? But you're only going to remain. I mean, don't be that person that looks back and says, wow, I wasted so much of my time being hung up on that thing, and it just destroyed my self-esteem, and it just destroyed me as a person, and I just started to feel hollow and numb. It's like, don't be that person. You have the ability, you have the choice right now. You can make the choice right now to be the person that looks back and is proud of the actions that you took, and that will even further facilitate your growth and your self-image, and like the way you can look back and say, I'm really glad I walked away from that. That was good for me. And that lifts you up, you know? So I'm going to pull some energy cards real quick. Let's see. You have to have determination. You have to have determination to make your life better. You have to be willing to lean into the discomfort so they say your comfort zone is the most uncomfortable place to remain, because it keeps you hindered and it keeps you, unsatisfied and unfulfilled. So you have to be determined to step outside of the comfort zone, get a little uncomfortable, lean into the discomfort a bit, and you know, embrace the unknown. Yeah, it says stop right here. Look at this. Stop whatever this is. Stop it with this person. You can't. It's over. It's over for you, meaning you don't need that energy from them. You don't need that at all. It's not helpful. And it says hunger, and that's the reason you don't do it, because you have this, you feel like you're lacking something. You feel like you need some sort of validation from them, but you don't need anybody to tell you what you went through. You don't need anybody to validate your story. It doesn't make it more real just because they suddenly hear you and agree. You know, so your story's your story. Own your truth and walk away from this. Yeah, look at this protection. As soon as you look, and then underneath is success. As soon as you protect yourself, you find success. Okay, but you got to lean into the discomfort and walk away. Okay, Lisa, that's all I have for you.
Thank you. Okay, Nakomi, hello. I have a message from the angels. Follow through on your new ideas and opportunities, as they will make your life easier and relieve you of stress. So go forward and go on your new path. When we have ideas and everything, don't sit on them, go after them. And you did get a really great card, and it's the stars. Okay. And so the stars just say a long journey brings rewards. So we know that it's not going to be really quick and fast to bring all your ideas into reality and all of that. But when you do, there you go. It's everything. So that's what I have for you.
All right, lovely. So, Anita Sonker. It says, "Can I get a reading, please?" At let's see, where is it? I lost it. Can I get a reading, please, at 7 p.m.? All right, Anita. Here we go. Ace of Wands. There. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. You are faced with a choice at this time, and I'm going to pull one more card. Let's see. Okay. You're faced with a choice right now to hold someone accountable. This is in regard to some sort of passionate encounter you've had, or some sort of possible creative endeavor. So it's either you're either passionately involved with this person, like intimately, physically, or you guys are sharing intellectual properties and like creative energy in a very close setting. But either way, you're faced with a decision right now, and you can, because there's been some sort of sneaky behavior that has alerted you or alarmed you, and you whether you know about it yet or not, this is either coming or it's already happening. But there's some sort of like feeling of betrayal or feeling of something was hidden. Maybe you didn't get all the information up front, so that maybe they lack by omission. So some people, sometimes they'll like leave a part of the information out to kind of dress up the story, to dress up whatever they're telling you, and like, so they'll leave like the really like difficult part out, and just give you some of the information, and then the way they'll justify that is like, well, I didn't lie. I didn't lie to you. But that's still lying. It's called lying by omission, and it's deceitful, and it's not honest. So I feel like that's what happened, and you definitely feel uncomfortable with that. But you haven't said anything. I don't think so yet. You don't be the floor mat. Don't be a pushover. Say something. Hold this person accountable. People who care about us hold us accountable, right? So like, if I didn't care about somebody, I would just let them, do whatever and act a fool. And it's like, oh, that doesn't bother me because I don't care. Like, but if you care about someone and love them, you're going to hold them accountable even when they are doing something wrong, or that is hurtful, or they're behaving in a poor way. They have poor behavior pattern. You hold people you care about and love accountable because you want to, they can do better, and you want to see them be their highest self, the version of their highest self. So, it might be uncomfortable sometimes, but it's never, some people who don't want to be held accountable will take it as criticism and then as an attack. But I mean, you can just say, it's because I care about the well-being of this, of you, of me, of the interaction we have, the interactions we have together. I care about that going in a manner where we're both, comfortable and able to, work through things and not have this destructive, damaging energy that back and forth, exchange of energy back and forth. So, and some people just don't want to do that, but that, it is what it is. Everybody's on their own path. I'm going to pull a couple more here. Yeah, you need to, there's an ending coming. You, I think I think it's going to, if you do bring it up, it's gonna cause some sort of disruption and ending. Stay strong. You're being asked to stay strong through that because you did the right thing. And yeah, it probably has to do with a relationship because the lovers just came out here. So, I believe this person has not, I'm not going to say they haven't been faithful, but I'm getting a more of a feeling that that's probably the case. But I think you already know what's going on, and you're just kind of turning the other cheek or turning a blind eye and saying like, well, I'm just gonna pretend like it's not happening. But stand up for yourself, Anita. Okay, but that's all I have for you today.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to do Shelley next. Let me see if I can get my cursor working. But also remember, we'd love for everybody to subscribe to Matty Tarot on YouTube and Psychic Fix's Facebook and YouTube also channel. That would be really great. Again, scrolling at the bottom are 2 links for Matty Tarot for donations, but we do free readings. But if you feel that you want to donate, that's great. There's 2 links for me, and all of our links are live in the description. We'll show Maddie's QR code in just a few minutes.
Yes.
So, Shelley, financially right now, I feel like you're juggling money a little bit. Like we're taking money and we're putting it over there, and we're taking money and putting it over there, and it's kind of going like that. Definitely, you have some good things coming in, though, that can make money for you. First, let me tell you, I have a King of Wands here. It can be somebody you know or somebody that comes in. I feel like he is very steeped in business practices. He would be a good friend or a helper. I do feel like he's a leader, and also ambition and motivation is a big part of this guy's personality and how he works. You have this energy, like maybe you're thinking, I want this big change in my life. Like I really want it to happen, to transform and live differently and have that. I do have that energy over you right now. So don't be surprised if in the future it doesn't, just hit you, because I think it's super positive. So the past position is a Queen of Wands, or I mean for the future, actually. This can be you or someone else being the lead, or also a match for that ambitious male, motivated to get to the top of whatever you're doing. And I feel like also know how to do business and also lead, very much having motivation and ambition, just like that King of Wands I see coming in. Past position, I feel like you go, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. I don't trust everything that's going to come out. But I do have some good things. I think that you're going to get something that you really want. Like, here comes. I put this out there and it came back like the universe brings it to you. I do get some good news and a great change in the home, either a new place to live or we're going to fix it up. We might bring somebody in, but it's just really a good change in the home. I do get a partnership coming in for you, as well as I want to tell you, I get a lot of strong psychic ability for you. So always use your intuition. I took extra cards to look a little bit more. It does show me that you'll get this time where you go, well, I'm not sure what to do. And well, I could do this. I'm not sure what to take. But you're going to have an idea. It's just going to hit you. It's just going to come in really fast. You're going to jump on it and you're going to take it away really successful, implementing this idea, and something that you might be able to patent. By the way, you may have something that can be actually something that you could sell. So I get a great idea. It comes right in, you jump on it. But when I get the magician card, it really means that this is something that can be intellectual property. So make sure you know how to take care of that. So you have some good stuff coming in, but financially right now, I just kind of we're juggling money a bit. So manifest for that money to come in. And that's what I have for you.
All right. Christine Miller at 6:49 p.m. She says, hey, those cards are cute. Can I have a love reading? The cards, it's the kitten chops. Kitten chops.
Oh.
I don't know. I think it's called the Grateful Heart Tarot or something like that. Something Heart Tarot, Sacred Heart Tarot by Kitten Chops. And I'm gonna use the True Love Oracle as well, since you want a love reading. Let's see.
We have such great validation, and you have the most wonderful review here. It's just wonderful.
Oh,
We do go back and look at what you talk to us, even though it's just two of us. We'd love to have a producer who's doing what I do, and so that we can have time to look at this stuff. It's wonderful.
I know. I want to make sure we get. I know we're about to end the show, but I want to make sure we get one more person. There was let's see, Tylene Powell. 7:11 p.m. Can I have a card or reading, please? Been having a really hard time. I have 2 family members fighting stage 4 cancer. Just wanted some kind of positive something in my life. Can we make sure we get
I see her
as well? Okay. All right.
Aw.
Christine. Let's see what's happening. There's some sort of balance coming in a not necessarily a situation, but in the energy in your life. Because there was a situation in your past that you were just done dirty, like done wrong. And it was just an injustice. There was no rhyme or reason for it. You kind of had this thought of like, I didn't need that at all. Why did that happen? And like, what was the point? And I was doing just fine before that. And why did this just come in and just like, knock me down? And it kind of was confusing. But you've moved on from this. There's long standing repercussions of the maybe a way that you've closed off, or the way you open up from now on, that's kind of stuck with you. But for the most part, emotionally about this person, you've totally moved on. There's some sort of karmic retribution happening at this time, and that is because you have let go. So I always like to say this: the scale of justice, when, let's just say two people, I'm not saying this is your story, but this is just an analogy. Let's say 2 people break up, they have a bad breakup, and there's resentment. Those people, although they're disconnected at the time, they're still putting in that thought and that emotion and that repetitive energy of that is like in nature of resentment. They're still putting that toward each other, putting that out there. And so they're still bound to each other. And the scale of justice cannot come, the force of justice cannot come in unless the scale is unbalanced. And that is why, if you notice, when you start to let go and forgive and forget, and you move on and you get a new, like when you get in a new relationship, all your exes come back out of the woodwork, out of nowhere. It's just all of a sudden they're all wanting to talk to you. And like, it's like, well, it's so weird, because it's not like they were, maybe they were watching you online or something, but what I mean is, like, it's not like they were stalking you or whatever. It's like, you haven't talked to this person in forever, and they suddenly come up out of nowhere. That's because the scale of justice, you let go, the scale went boom, and then justice karma came through, and boom, boom, boom. And you know what I mean? So it rebalances it. And that's what's happening here. You've let go, the scale went uneven, and this person is getting some sort of karmic retribution. They might be reaching out to you, even you might have been contacted by them recently, but you've moved on. I think you had this, like, if they have reached out to you, you offered to be friends. You're like, well, we can be friends, but I'm not interested anymore. Or that's what you're going to say when they do, because again, yin and yang here, the balance. You've reached harmony with yourself about this, and you are moving forward with your life. Spiritual maturity, that you accept what is, and you keep on your path, and you understand this just wasn't for you, and the time is, it was the you don't even see the situation the same anymore, and the situation has come to an end. The world here is an ending. Something has come full circle. Okay, and I'm going to just look at the cards underneath. Yeah, you've clearly thought this through. King of Swords. There's clear reasoning, thinking. You're being very logical about it. You're no longer emotionally tied. This kind of makes the other person upset. Maybe they have some hard feelings they're still working through, but ultimately it's a transition that you're walking away from, moving on. The Six of Swords here, transition, moving on. Okay. Where's my, oh, I'm gonna pull an inner guidance message for you. Let's see. It says, flowing. You are just going where life is taking you right now. Breathe. Okay. So just breathe, understand you're going with the flow. This person, their emotions are, you're not responsible for. If they do initiate, if you haven't had the contact with them yet, but there, I mean, if you are haven't, if this hasn't already happened, there is somebody from your past coming back, and you're gonna kind of just tell them you're over them. But I hope that helped. I hope it resonated, and that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Tylene. Let me bring you up here. We're so sorry, so sorry that you're going through that. You know, I have experience with all of that and losing family and everything. It's a tough time. I took some extra cards and oracle cards to make sure I can kind of see, you know, some bright things for you, what's coming in. And you have a really good stuff coming in, but you're going to be going through some stuff right now. First thing that I need to tell you is that if you really feel that things are just too much, or depression or anything, I need to refer you to get some therapy or talk to someone, get some help. Okay. Um, I know that you want to go on a new path, you know, and I do see that coming up. And I want to tell you, I do feel like that you will have a path of getting your desires met, and, you know, really a wish come true. But for right now, it shows me a few people in your spread, and you feeling a little bit like I am afraid of the future, and I don't know what's going to happen. I do want to tell you, you did get the card that I reserve only for the other side bringing to a few people, and you got it. And it's a message from them. And it says to have hope and courage. No matter what's going on right now, have hope and courage. But they have big plans for you for your future. Okay. No matter what happens. I do see that there'll come a time where this will all end for you, so that you can go on your new path. That new path is really a celebration for you, you going after what you want and getting it, also getting your wish come true. So these are all good things coming in, but you have to get to that point first. And so I did take, and I know there's going to be great fears. They show me that. I know, I don't sugarcoat. I'm going to tell you, it is difficult when we get through these scary things and fears. So again, if you need to talk to someone or to get some help to go through that, please do. I got oracle cards, the Knight and the Shield. So the Knight and the Shield. Okay. So when I look at these cards, it says you will triumphant over adversity. And it says you are safe from harm. So I want you to talk to your angels, write out and say to especially Archangel Michael, for one, to shield you from any excess that would really, be hard on you. Anything that really gets that way, shield your emotions a little bit for you. Archangel Raphael, please heal yourself. We always think heal others, and you can do that, but heal yourself. Keep yourself, from getting sick or getting too much stuff coming in, because it does say that you will have a shield, a protection, and that everything will, you'll make it through this, okay? But when we see that after this part is over, that you will really have great things come in for you, okay? Really, you'll get a wish come true. You will start getting your desires, reaching your goals. You may make a big change in your home and everything, all for the positive, all for your good, and that will come. All right, so hang in there and stay strong, and that's what I have for you.
All right. I wanted to say some words for Tylene as well. Um, Tylene, I pulled from the Rose Oracle. I lit some. Well, first of all, I lit some of this beautiful wild red sage or sage, wild sage, but it's dyed red. Um, so we were basking in that. But the breathing rose is the card you got. So it says heart healing, emotions, connection, and time's ease. Often healing is a slow, steady process. It's complex, not linear. It takes as long as it takes, and most of the time that's much longer than we'd wish. But like all things in nature, there's a mysterious intelligence to it, and if we trust it and let the vibrant petals fall to the earth, cut back what's no longer, and protect the new shoots and buds from being pried open, we may find ourselves in a second bloom, and fruit will follow. You can't manufacture that. We must trust the great mystery in the process. The bud somehow manages to burst through the constraints by opening to life. All of nature has this intelligence within it. The challenge when we're going through a time of healing, which is another word for growth, transformation, change, is not to close ourselves off from the world when we most want to separate and shut down, but to somehow find the courage to open up through the agony, the difficulty, and the hurt. And when we feel safe enough to let life soften us and to not harden us, to deepen us and cradle us. This is a card of deep heart healing. It will often come to us as a symbol of emotional healing that's in the process of happening. The mending's underway. Treat yourself and your healing with compassion, understanding, and gentleness. This is a card of deep encouragement that you are already doing it. Time will ease everything soon. It's your soul inquiry says, how can you treat yourself with gentle compassion and softness? And how can you trust in the timing of your healing? And then I pulled two stone cards for you. So maybe these stones might help you if you already have them, or if you want to go get some. You've got, how do you say that? Charoite, and sunstone. Charoite and sunstone. So Charoite, vibrations of transformation and deep love radiate from this stone as it cleanses all chakras. Its warm feeling reminds you to live your life now and not to wait to really be who you are. It helps you to transform into a being filled with self-love and deep love for all life on this planet. And then the sunstone. The stone will give you light in times of darkness and help lead you to a better emotional state. You can feel its healing power warming your spiritual self, just like the sun in the sky. The sunstone can energize your immune system, kickstarting a natural healing process as well. So, Tylene, my heart goes out to you and your family at this time, and I hope that helped. I hope you got some good words of encouragement.
Tylene, you gave me a number and I looked it up. You keep seeing 444. I think it's your mom and dad. You actually had 3 people in your reading, and one was my mother card. So let me tell you what this says.
Yeah, doesn't 444 mean your angels are reaching out? Yeah.
Yes, there are angels. They're everywhere around you. You are completely loved, supported, and guided by many heavenly beings, and you have nothing to fear. Okay. So know that they are there to support you. And the one thing that we have to know about angels is that we can ask them for things. So do talk to them and do ask them for help for whatever you need. And again, we're so sorry that you're going through this. I'm going to send some healing if that's okay with you, and also prayers, but I'm going to send you some healing as well. And I have that written down. So I'll be doing that tonight for you. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We're over on time, so we gotta go. But thank you so much for joining us. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll see you back on Wednesday. Please,
Wisdom Wednesday.
Wisdom Wednesday.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
please like and subscribe at Matty Tarot, at Psychic Fixes. If you'd like to book a personal one-on-one reading, you can use this lovely QR code that Debbie's going to put up on the screen. And as always, if we didn't get to you, please remember that readings are given totally at random. They're not guaranteed. You know, we try our best to get through everybody. And if we didn't get to you, please come back on Wednesday and try to be here early, put your question in, and we'll see if we can get to you then. But
thank you guys so much for being so supported. And we'll see you on Wisdom Wednesday. Take care, everybody.
Bye.